2022 was the year that our development practice students reasserted themselves as global change agents. In the spring capstones, we engaged global partners to evaluate programs at a national and regional scale, looking at transitioning national assets from extractive industries. We also did a project focused on evaluating youth entrepreneurship in several countries. MDP students this year earned 9 Judd Fellowships to focus on international engagement and learning. Those fellowships supported the students to work on supporting social entrepreneurship in Minnesota, Kenya, and Mongolia, exploring carbon footprints of forestry in Guatemala, and looking at microfinance programming in Kenya. Finally, and something we're particularly proud of this year, is that 5 MDP students joined the university delegation to the 27th Conference of Parties, or COP27 in Egypt, to engage the global conversation about climate change and solutions. We consider ourselves fortunate in the Master's of Development Practice program to have an amazing cohort representing the global community, and we're looking forward to 2023.
I'm excited to tell you about this year's amazing cohort of MPA students. They range in age from 31 to 66, with an average age of 43. They work in the public, private, and the nonprofit sectors, and a third of them are students of color. These professionals have impressive resumes that include medical doctor, engineer, attorney, journalist, nonprofit executive directors, a TV host, researchers, and public servants that are engaged in healthcare, housing, clean energy, education reform, environmental sustainability, and other crucial policy fields. So why are they in this program? Because they want to pursue their passion, learn new skills, and expand their capacity to make a difference in a world that desperately needs their leadership.
There is real excitement in the energy and environmental policy sphere right now. There's big federal investments in the Inflation Reduction Act, and state legislatures are, like Minnesota, are providing opportunities that are going to shape our clean energy transition going forward, environmental policy, corporate sustainability. And we have recent alums from the Masters of Science, Technology, and Environmental Policy program who are playing leadership roles across all of these areas. We have alums who are leading sustainability efforts in big private sector companies, who are working in regulatory policy for utilities and state agencies. We have alums who are staffing key committees at the legislature and in federal agencies. I just heard from a student who had 2 co-authored bills that are being heard right now at the Washington State Legislature on energy and climate policy. So it's really a winning combination. We've got really great opportunities for professional advancement and job placement, while our students are also doing work that's addressing some of the most pressing societal challenges.
As DGS of the MPP program, I'm perhaps most proud of how over the past year, we've strengthened our curriculum's engagements with questions of racial justice. We welcomed Dr. Brandy Blessett and Dr. Tia Gaynor to our faculty, who are widely recognized as national leaders on such issues. We also welcomed former Dean Eric Schwartz back to the program, strengthening our focus on immigration and the injustices that surround it. We've worked to protect voting rights through courses on how to secure the integrity of elections administration. We've developed new courses on stratification economics and racial equity assessment. And we've continued to build and strengthen our gender and public policy concentration that treats intersectionality as a foundation for analysis and engagement. There's so much work to be done, but students, faculty, and staff in the MPP program are all committed to this work and focused on how to make a better future possible.
The major accomplishment in the Urban and Regional Planning program in 2022 was getting reaccredited by the Planning Accreditation Board for urban planning programs in North America. This may not sound like a big deal, but it's actually an enormous deal. So being accredited as a program is a strong signal for the quality of our faculty, our curriculum, and our students. We have some of the highest producing research faculty in the nation. We have an amazing curriculum, including a new class on race and planning, which is a one-of-a-kind class among programs in North America. And we have terrific students who go on to do amazing things.
Students in the Master of Human Rights program are investigating and documenting law enforcement surveillance of protesters and activists outside of protest settings and the experiences of individuals and families who are seeking justice for law enforcement violence. Through the Networks for Justice project, we hope to better understand how racism, white supremacy, surveillance, and monitoring conducted by law enforcement and state actors affect families who are seeking justice. Working with local, national, and international partners, we are developing an understanding of the formal and informal networks that exist to protect individuals seeking justice. This research will contribute to the international dialogue on networks and tactics used by impacted individuals to obtain justice, illustrating where and how the international community and domestic civil society can work together to advance the search for justice. Through this project, MHR students have been able to engage with community partners, learn research and advocacy skills that will improve their future job prospects, and network with human rights professionals here in the Twin Cities and internationally.
I can't think of just one accomplishment, so I'm going to list 3. First of all, our students are competitive for highly prestigious research awards. This year, 2 students, Shui Deng and Rebecca Walker, hold the doctoral dissertation fellowship that allows them to work full-time on their dissertation. And last year, 2 of our students also won this award. Second, our students are very competitive on the job market. Several students have already gotten offers, and the job market is just getting started. Our students go on the job market with a great set of research and teaching accomplishments. Finally, our program is able to compete and get really terrific PhD students. This year we welcomed Sylvie, Olivia, Mauricio, and Ethan into our first-year cohort. So to sum up, we have a very competitive PhD program. Our students are competitive for dissertation fellowships. They're competitive on the job market, and our program is competitive, and we're able to bring in top students.